Hello everyone, welcome to our Palworld survival guide. We're talking about bases today and how you can make more than one base, because you can. And we're basically kind of talking about, how many you can have and what that's like to have more than one base in Palworld. So first let's talk about, how you can actually make more bases. And you actually have to reach certain levels in your first base. And at some point, you will be able to increase the number of bases that you have. So the first little milestone that you get is going to be at level 10. I'm on level 9 right now, but when I hit 10, I will be able to go from my one number of base to two bases. And I have what I need to do this, so I'm going to quick do that because you know what? I think it's high time we get a second base going. So we need the cooler box, and we need the sphere workbench. So let's just build both of those. And we will get that going. I guess I'll just put this over here. I kind of have, like, my workshop over here, I guess. I don't know. I'm just out of the way, I guess. So we'll put this together. Ooh, this is going to take a while. Is anybody going to actually come help me? Oh, thank you, guys. So kind of you all. Dreamwork and teamwork, that's right. But for bases, so basically that's kind of like the way that you go about it. You have to level up your base, and at some point you'll reach the right threshold where you'll be able to increase your base number. Now you might be wondering, okay, but how many bases can I have? And there is a limit, which is 3. You can have 3 bases, but you can't push that beyond there. Now, I don't know if, those modders out there, if they'll be able to ever, do that, something in that regard for PC players or, the consoles if they get mod support. We'll have to see. If that's something that they can do, I have no idea. I'm not a modder. Those guys are magic, in my opinion. And so maybe they'll be able to eventually increase that. And if it is, I highly doubt that's something that's going to go to, like, an official server. That would definitely be something for, private people in their private servers. So that's potentially something to, I would say, kind of, like, keep an eye out for. But that's, again, that's just entirely down to if it's even possible for that to happen. Okay, we gotta make a cooler, so we'll put that over here. Now, another kind of thing to keep in mind is how the whole, like, different bases work. So when you enter, like, your pal box over there, you enter it and you have all your pals there. And when you make another base, you put your pal box down to claim, like, an area. You also have access to all of your pals there. They're, the two are synchronized, which is great because you don't have to worry about, like, bringing actual pals to you, like, to that new base location. So, like, here I am, here's all my pals. I don't have to then worry about, like, bringing in, like, I don't know, like a Fox Sparks or whatever, putting it in my party, and then bringing it over to that new base, and then putting it in the pal box there. As soon as you put it down, and we'll go through that, because I guess we'll maybe, like, make another base location real fast. As soon as you put that down, your pals that are here are also going to be over there. But these, excuse me, these slots down here, they're going to be empty. So you can take from your inventory that you have here of your pals and then drop them out. So in that way, you can kind of have different bases for different purposes. So for example, like here, since this is like my first base, it's everything. But I'm probably going to go for a little bit anyway, make like an ore base. So over there, I would just specifically have all the pals out that are really good at, like, mining and stuff like that. So let's level this up so that we can just do that, get that over with. There we go. Love that. We can see right here our max number of bases have now increased to 2. So if we were going to make another pal box, which, let me just quick check what I need for this, which is stone and wood and palladium fragments. Here's these. Do I really only have 3? Where are the rest of these? There you are. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I had more than that. Thanks. Come here. Alright, now is that what I need? Yeah, that should be more than fine. Alright, so let's go I know kind of where I want to do it, so we're just going to go right there right now, and you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, where the inventory is shared. And then there's like one little final thing too that I want to talk about when it comes to pals and bases, and that's how many pals you can have working at your base. So you might worry, you know, that like the default amount is 15. You can have 15 pals working at a base, and you might worry like, oh, does that mean, you know, that's what it's like for like all of your base total? And no, it is 15 per base. So you can have 15 working at one base, and then another 15 working at another base. We'll just put that right there. There we go. And so basically you could have quite a few out there. And if you have a private server, you can actually increase the number of pals that you have working at a base to 20. You just have to go into the world settings and then just change that. Now keep in mind, the reason why they keep it down to 15 is because of, you know, performance. So if you're not sure if your computer system can handle it, maybe don't go right for the 20. Just go like by like 16 and 17, and if it's still okay, maybe go 20 then. But here we are. We've just made the pal box, and as you can see, like I said before, we have access to all of our pals here, and we can like drag them out here because this is all blank. So none of the 15 or whatever that we have. We don't have 15, but the number of pals that we have working at the other base, they are not here. So we are able to still have our 15 here. And since I know I primarily want this to be like a mining thing, I don't really have like tier 2 miners yet, so I'm gonna have to kind of keep an eye out for that. We'll just pull out rush hour just to have something here. So but yes, that's kind of how it goes. And then you know, you can make your base as you want. I'm not actually put my, because I don't want to worry about feeding them. But we have this location set to go for when I'm ready to actually build a base over here. Which I don't know. Well, we'll see. I might just end up getting this on my own. To be honest, I might not actually put a base here, but we'll see. But anyway, that is what it's all about. You know, when it comes to having different bases. The different uses that you can have for them. For example, like I said, this is probably potentially going to be like a place where I'm going to get ore, or I might save this and maybe have this be something else for like coal or something. So some other kind of like resource area for me to very easily gather. And that's kind of how you could be strategic about that too. Or you could just build it as close to your, you know, your first base location if you want, just to kind of expand on it, even though you can't be too close. There is like a kind of like a border, if you will, where like you can't build too close to an existing base, but you can get kind of close. So you can always kind of do that too if you would like. But that is basically it. Let me know if you have any questions about the number of bases you can have and how the system kind of works. I'm hoping that I kind of went into detail enough for it. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.